Yeah, business. Afghanistan color. So this dish we have right here, we call it the Vietnamese pizza for the tourists because it's better marketing. But actually, it's have nothing related to being a pizza. So the name of the dish is right here: bánh tráng nướng. And bánh tráng is basically rice paper, and nướng right here is grilling. So basically, it's the grilled rice paper. Yeah. And the way they make it, have the rice paper, put it on the grill, and then he's gonna create a mixture of egg, butter, some minced pork, some green onions, some small shrimp, and some pork sauces as well. Mix everything, put it on top, grill it over charcoal, and when it's finished, you gotta put some sauce on top, and then you gotta serve it. And because the marketing is at Vietnamese pizza, so you're gonna cut it into slices like a pizza. So we're gonna eat it like how we eat a pizza. Okay? Thank you. Okay, here we go. This is another one. And usually the people, they call this the Vietnamese pancake. Okay, right here. Okay, sit down and take a look. So this right here, the people, they usually call it the Vietnamese pancake. So it's easier to understand for the tourists. But in the Vietnamese language, we call it bánh khọt. Bánh khọt, the name is actually come from the way they cook it because they cook it from the black skillet. So when they want to take it out, they're gonna scrape it off the skillet, which is create this kind of like sound, which is hot, hot. Yeah, which is becoming the name of the dish actually, bánh khọt. So you could say it's basically like a street food version of another dish called bánh xèo, which is the seasoning cake. Yeah, but bánh xèo is kind of like a main dish, so it is actually quite big. So we're not gonna have that, but we're gonna have the street food version of it, which is bánh khọt, which is similar but smaller in smaller portion as well. Okay, yeah. And traditionally, when we eat it, we will eat it with some raw vegetable as well, and we will dip it in the fish sauce. Okay. So how we do it is that we're gonna wrap a piece of lettuce. Then we're gonna wrap one each of the mint and a Thai basil. This one, some leaves as well. Yeah. Or you can just wrap however much you want, but I will wrap one of each. And then you will pick one of them up, put it in the middle. Yeah. So traditionally, this is how you eat it. But because this stall, they serve like younger lettuce because the young lettuce is supposed to taste sweeter. But this makes it a little bit difficult if you want to wrap it up completely. So we're not going to wrap it up completely. You're just going to put it in the middle like this. And then you're going to crush it like this. Okay. Yeah. And then you can pick up the bowl of fish sauce. Then you can dip it in the fish sauce and you can try it. Okay. Yeah. You know what this one is? This one right here is Vietnamese water coconut. And these are the plum that I already separated because usually they look like this. Yeah. Usually they look like this and then they separate into that and then into smaller. Then you can eat it. Yeah. This is the product when finished. This is one of Vietnamese traditional dishes as well. This is the snail stuffed with pork. Yeah, so they cut the end of the tail of the nails out, and then they take the whole snail out. They stuff it with pork and some lemongrass and then some seasoning. They stuff it back inside the snail, and then they boil it. Yeah. This right here is a Thailand slushy drink store. Basically, they make it into kind of like slushy or like shaved ice, basically. Yeah. So this we have right here is the traditional Vietnamese spring roll. And this right here is also a traditional Vietnamese peanut sauce. This is the sauce that usually you would have with the Vietnamese spring roll. And here we have the Vietnamese spring roll right here. Inside we have the rice paper wrapped in the with the noodles, some mint, some lettuce, and some scallions as well. And we have two one, which one is for pork and the other one with the shrimp right here. And to eat it, it's simple. You just need to take off the wrapper and then you can dip it in the peanut sauce, or you can also use the spoon they give you right here to scoop up some of the topping with the peanut sauce, put it on top of the spring roll, and then you can eat it after it. All right? Yeah.
The thing of doing this video is, one thing is, I want the people to get encouraged. I want them to be encouraged,
Yes.
to do like this
Yeah.
in their own city, in their own town.
Yeah.
Have a food tour, have a cultural tour in the bike, and this can give employment to many people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, means in India also we have lots of poverty in India.
Yeah.
There is lots of how we have over here. Over here, the people, they are very hardworking. I've seen very hardworking. And India also people are very hardworking.
Yeah.
So they will get this idea how to do this.
Yeah.
So this is my aim, is to see that people in India also, they do like this tours
Yeah.
for the foreign tourists.
Yeah.
Now how Vietnam is coming up.
Yeah.
Vietnam is really growing very
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
I want India also to grow like this. Not only India, other countries also. I'll be putting this in other platform also. I'll be putting it. So people in Malaysia, in Thailand, they also can see this, and they also can
Yeah.
build like this something.
Yeah.
They can do this work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So here, it's one of the Vietnamese dessert, and we call it the flan. It's basically a Vietnamese version of the pudding. You have it with Vietnamese coffee, and this version right here, we also put a little bit of coconut cream and some chocolate pounders as well. So, have a lot of stuff for traditional Vietnamese roast stew. This is some oyster, makeup. This is the one that's serving the Vietnamese intestine stew that I showed you earlier, and they make it with coconut juice. Ồ, lớn một xã thôi.
This is pani puri.
Yeah, looks like a strawberry pancake is like honey in Indian, but this is a Vietnamese cake on the bakery. So it might not be as thin as like the flavor may not be as strong as in Indian, because like I said, because right here we are in the south of Vietnam, so most of the food in the south of Vietnam they make it a little bit sweeter and also a little bit lighter on the taste, so everyone could taste it. So you can order anything from any place and you can come and sit and have over here. Right.
Yeah, you can come and sit and have over here.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, you can order drink from here, snacks from there.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you look at the table, this is the same table on the same places, but the menu is from three different places. One, two, three. Three menu from three different places. Like I said, you can order the food everywhere. You can even go up to the end of the market, buy the food there, and then bring it here, sit it here, and eat it here. Yeah, because the people here, they work together as well.
So over here they work in unity.
Yeah, you could say it like that. Yeah. Bánh xèo is the main dishes, and this is the version we have earlier, the bánh khọt, bánh xèo. Is the or a Philippine dish called balut, but this is we also eat it traditionally in Vietnam as well. Yeah, and basically it's an egg, a duck egg or a quail egg with a whole duck or whole quails inside of it. Yeah, and the name in Vietnam is hột Việt lộn or trứng cút lộn, and basically hột Việt is kind of like duck egg, and trứng cút is quail eggs, and lộn is kind of like turn around or food in this place, right? But these food, they are plastic. They only made it for display because, like I said, because if you want to eat the food fresh in the local market, they always make it fresh for you to have it.
So they make the food very fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is just plastic.
Yeah,
For
It's-
decoration.
Yeah, it's just no decoration. When you eat it, that's when they start making it. It's right here. As we go closer to the the gate of the market, you're gonna go a lot of like seafood stall. Yeah, make sure to be as fresh as they can be before they serve it to the customer.
Chị ơi, nhìn ngồi đây đi chị ơi. Ốc hồi nãy chạy các bạn ngồi nè chị.
Yeah, there's a whole syrup in Vietnam, and yeah, and as you can see, they are still alive. Yeah,
No, 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 no.
yeah,
They use this blood, you know.
yeah, yeah. In Vietnam, it's a traditional street food as well. We also have a sea scrub right here, and they also still like alive but kind of like half dead. Yeah, yes, yeah. As you can see, they're still moving. Yeah, and this one they grill it, and then they take the shell off, and then you eat the egg inside, not the meat. Oyster, steam oyster, rather. Yeah. So we're not gonna have it like raw, like the Western country, because in Vietnam, when you eat about any kind of food, usually you have to make sure that it cooked through. Even if it is seafood, only some of the exotic food, then you can eat it raw. Okay, yeah. So this right here will be the last food on the tour. Here we have the Vietnamese traditional steamed oyster with the traditional dipping sauce as well. Yeah, and the Vietnamese Saigon beer. Okay, and yeah, so the Vietnamese traditional oyster. This is how you will eat it. So the oyster, they are steamed. They're not raw, so they are kind of like stuck to the shell, as you can see. So what you do is that you would use the spoon to kind of like scoop it out of the shell. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like this. Out of the shell, right? Yep. And then you will make the traditional dipping sauce. This is salt and pepper and a little bit of kumquat. So you squeeze the kumquats in. If you want to eat spicy, there's also the chilies as well, but we're not having it spicy here, so we're just gonna have salt and pepper and a little bit of kumquat. Now mix it all up like this. Then you're gonna wrap a leaf of mint, put it inside the oyster, and then you're gonna scoop up sauce, put it over the oyster, okay, and then you try it.
Thank you.